Alright, so in CHRAJ CB come will be a brow share right here on this particular platform, Pinax TV. Sabra Menoka say, finally, Serwaa Broni, to some people who follow her, they believe that Serwaa Broni is about to get justice. This is what people are saying because in your news. Now, Serwaa Broni, she's saying in the course, so if you don't know what is going on, what this woman is saying is that on the president of Ghana, Nana Akuffo, they had some relationship which went on. Now, that relationship now caused a so tied to the extent say, or no Serwaa Broni at the point in time she felt like okay, Akuffo was the man of his life. But it could do baby or no, not only Akuffo relationship nana dream fita. She had a plain mind and not only a dream. Bonibia will be her president and baby sir. So she just took a French picture. Now me patch me chill me ya sine a French leaf say uko film a bra within that song. That was the same thing according to Serwaa Broni she was doing. She was just taking a French picture. She started taking it on an airplane, a private jet, and she posted it on on Facebook. Her whole and started to say ACR. The aides around the president himself was not so happy about the issue. Of friend catches on deleted pictures, Of friend catches say, do you know what that pictures can do to my career? Again, in Serwaa Broni's words, verbatim what she said, or she quotes, I've worked hard for this post. I've worked hard for this, and I'll not let anything and anyone come in between me and my position and what I am now. Now, or chim and I'm chim and some more kind of say, well, bread and the way we do baby, I will do. Akuffo into no oma ubia emphasis maba hope. And say, dear or day so many years, and now if you do a building on Tanaho and so that was how the whole thing started. That King Japan didn't be PM because the point is that King Japan, a person who what Serwaa Broni had in stock, who's not didn't be PM because parties or no can introduce the president. Reintroduce the president to Serwaa Broni. All of this is now we all know the back and forth issue, but one of the main issues are arising and saying the fact say on Nick Kevin Tiller interview and people are saying that was the first interview Serwaa Broni had granted when a man forecast okay fine Akuffo let's say you indeed slept with this girl. Any issue, you're a man, you can always do what you want. A consensual sex, which means OTS and also TSA. But the question now be an man for anyone who are almost saying you've been found the pattern. It talks about say the president of Ghana abused Serwaa Broni in contest. 2, the president of Ghana used state funds and resources to help or give to Serwaa Broni. And all the state funds and resources Serwaa Broni. The first one, the contest of abuse, according to Serwaa Broni, the president, or threaten the life. The president made men come after him to even at the point in time to kill him. The president even went to the extent of even burglaring his hotel and are coming into his hotel room to kind of take confidential things. According to Serwaa Broni, Akuffo feel say those things will have been used against him. The president. We and so few are the second one has to do with state resources and funds. Serwaa Broni Emma figures baby said the president gave him at the point in time 25,000 in the masters. At the point in time the president flew him. At the point in time the president was giving him some certain kind of gift. More parties say all of these things we need to know the context and not if he but was the president giving you the money from his own pocket or was he using state funds and resources to do that? If he's doing that with state funds, then it's a criminal offense. So these were the two contests. The buyer we need to look at it. That people are saying so we need to look at. But today there's a new news here because new news Abeka and says an air purchase. As you can see on the screen, Serwaa Broni CHRAJ responds to a separate petition to probe Akuffo. Now, Ghana has one of the institutions a mandate you almost say protect human beings and human rights. CHRAJ, the Commission of Human Rights and Administrative Justice. Now these people bibi koso na yehwe titi nipa na ebia titi nipa mfa hudi so a these are the people who come out to speak and petition or even fight on behalf of the person. We CHRAJ there's one other key part and also near ASEPA so the meaning of ASEPA Alliance for Social Equity and Accountable Governance or whatever it is. But ASEPA, that's why Alliance for Social Equity maybe some, forgive me if I don't find the words right, but all of these people are there to make sure that at the end of the day, this is what happens. We will have some equity and I will protect human rights. So these people are saying, okay, Serwaa Broni issues about any. She made mention of a particular pattern. This particular pattern or mention, it was based on human rights abuse. And they wrote a letter to the president, to CHRAJ to investigate the matters of Serwaa Broni and even how the president and his friends, cohorts and the people around him abuse Serwaa Broni and even how they use their powers. Powers and also use on an individual and even to enrich or even to make a lady fine. They need to use that same powers to do work for Ghana, which they have been mandated to do. In a minute, I'll be putting up some of the letter. Yeah, they come a year. The CHRAJ, that's the Commission of Human Rights and Administrative Justice, and even see and response from the Abba will say, okay, fine, Ghana Fuaka, they will show them say they are not biased. They are going to start probing into Akuffo-Addo. They are going to start investigating into Akuffo-Addo. At the end of the day, this will be an independent finding, which means on Akuffo-Addo aban penifobia and your one on bay or my dear. At the end of the day, if Akuffo-Addo is guilty, Ghana for Bemaya Swati. Now, let's put this on the screens. Now, what you are seeing on the screens, one of the key letters are the Commission of Human Rights and Administrative Justice, CHRAJ. This particular letter, Chokomomono, and ASEPA for a Chokomomono, and a CHRAJ for a respondia. They responded in kind. The letter came around, your friend is saying, 29th of April 2022. That was a few days ago. Now, let's read what is in here. As you can see, the CHRAJ docket number is up there, and on my far right at the top is the logo of CHRAJ, which is the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, which is CHRAJ. The date underneath it, 29th of April 2022. Or my far left, the addressee or whatever you might term it, Mr. Thompson, the Executive Director of Alliance for Social Equity and Public Accountability, which in short stands for ASEPA. Into ASEPA, Niema Muchokoma a year, a friend is saying CHRAJ and I responded. So in response, here she also yes, re-allegation, like real post into letter na chokomo mono. CHRAJ have responded and a response. So if you see that RE, basically that. So yes, allegation on human rights and violation, abuse of office, and criminal misconduct against President Akuffo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, based on the Serwaa Gate scandal. Now, the reason why you are saying Serwaa Gate scandal, basically, Abroche US particular, there was some scandal about Watergate scandal. So Watergate scandal is more like it involved politicians and other stuff. So Abeye Adia, like Akosua, because that Watergate scandal, I know now it impeached President Nixon at that time in the early 1970s. They impeached him. So any scandal be a baby, they just add gate to just make it a. So Ghana to have adopted that name, TBBC, the name involved near the Adeno. So we are seeing here Serwaa Gate scandal. And yes, a gate be done, but it's more like a terminology they coined, which was used way back in America 1970s. That time have been framed into our political discourse. Be near the gate account, near the scandal account. I'm reading what is being. Also, the commission respectfully rise to acknowledge receipt of your complaint dated 21st April 2022. Please be informed that your complaint is receiving the necessary attention. Yours faithfully, Mary Ina Themis, Director of Human Rights Commissioner. So basically, response you has say in the air patch is a CHRAJ for Asantro Akoma ASEPA force. Okay, fine. You wrote us a letter on the 21st of April. We've received that letter, and that letter that we received, we want to tell you, say, we are doing investigation into it. In fact, the investigation into it, some of the necessary people are measured into this issue to make sure at the end of the day, if Akuffo-Addo is guilty, he will be taken off the presidency and he will be impeached. We will make sure that is going to work. We will make sure that is going to work. So this was the letter CHRAJ for a Troye in kind of reposting and as a kind of replying as a Akuffo, who happens to be the Alliance for Social Equity and Public Accountability. Let's say Chokomom say yen probi into Serwaa Broni na Akuffo do innocent for innocent, so I find and fan because the lady is claiming abuse and human rights abuse. So this is currently what is going on. Before I even end this particular thing, I don't know why we are even wasting time on this, but Serwaa Broni, if Serwaa Broni feels what she's doing is right, why is she suing a fellow woman who also went about exposing Serwaa Broni, dropping her phone numbers and exposing her stuff on social media? Because what Serwaa Broni was doing, her friend was also doing the same thing to him, and this was what Serwaa Broni did. He did the same thing here, in relation to another other person, no, so you are no. Serwaa Broni sent the person to court and demanded a restriction and a restraining order. So even Serwaa Broni has blood in her, and she knows these things are hurting her. Why is she doing it to somebody? If at the end of the day, the basic premise of all of this is that we can't establish any abuse here, and even any abuse of power. Since when did dating somebody else, or perhaps getting a second wife or such, become a crime? Since when did giving somebody a gift from your own account name or your own paycheck become a crime? Let's live to see what happens. To give you more updates as all of these various events unfold.